Today I'm going to show you how to prepare ugali, Kenyan ugali. We already have our water here, it's boiling. So when the water is really boiling, you can remove a little water aside. You put maybe half cup of water aside, and then we'll start cooking our ugali. The water should be boiling at 100 degrees. So let's start preparing our ugali. That's after our water unaichanganya tu na unaenda ukiongeza unga yako kidogo kidogo. Unaongeza kidogo kidogo, na usipike ugali ngumu sana, ufanye tu ugali laini. Kwa hivyo venye unaendelea kukoroga ndivyo unavyojua unahitaji kuongeza unga kiasi gani. Kama pia ni unaona ugali umepika ni mdogo sana, unaweza kuongezea maji. Ile maji yako moto yenye umetoka ukaplace aside. So we'll continue adding our maize flour. So we are using maize flour, because maize flour it's one which is used for preparing ugali. I'm not sure if ugali it's a Kenyan staple food, but I think it is, because majority of people like ugali. So we'll add a little bit of hot water, because we want a big ugali and it should be soft. We want a much softer ugali, hatutaki ikuwe ngumu. Ukisikia ugali yako imekuwa ngumu, just add a little bit of hot water. Hot, not cold water. If you add cold water, it will spoil your ugali. Hata haita hivyo ukiongeza maji ya baridi. And you should be cooking it on a low heat. Low heat. Usiweke moto mkubwa sana. Continue mixing your ugali, Halafu, you leave it to cook for around 10 to 15 minutes. You can cover it if you prefer. Yeah. Now let's check our ugali. Inanukia vizuri. It has a very nice smell. Appetizing smell. Finally our ugali is fully cooked. Unaona venye inatoa steam. Hii imeiva kuiva. And it smells really good. Kwa hivyo tutaishape, mix kiasi, then you shape it. Halafu unaweka kwa sahani yako ambayo umetenga hapo kando. Then the next thing we'll be preparing some greens, just greens. Now ugali it's ready, it's fully cooked. Acha sasa tuitoe kwa jiko, tuwekelee sasa mboga zetu. That's our ugali, it's ready. Now let's cook some veggies. Okay, now we will be preparing fish. It's our oil, our tomatoes. These are 3 tomatoes and onions and some fish. Actually, fish, it's like my favorite dish. I don't know how many of you like fish like me. Fish is the best with ugali. It can go with rice, just the way you like it. While it's ready hot, you can add your onions to your boiling oil. Koroge kiasi. Uzikoroge until they turn a little bit golden brown, but don't let them burn. Only golden brown color. That's the color that we need it to be the best color. but don't let it be black. So just continue stirring it a little bit, bit by bit. And when it's ready, it's when you'll add your onions to your tomatoes, sorry. You'll add your tomatoes to your onions. So as you can see, this is just a mixture of cooking oil and our onions. Onions, unaweza tumia the amount of onions you want. If you prefer 3 onions, it depends on how many fishes you're cooking as well. Also on the tomatoes, it depends. You can use cut tomatoes like these ones, or you can use blended tomatoes. Yeah, haina shida. Also, if you're a spice lover, you can add some flavor to your fish by adding some spices to it. Some do prefer paprika, turmeric, so you can do that if you like it. Now we will add our tomatoes to our already cooked onions, just bit by bit, bit by bit. After you add your tomatoes, you just cover it. You cover it and leave it to cook. As you can see, our tomatoes zinaendelea kuiva, lakini bado hazijaiva kabisa. So we will leave it to cook for some 5 to 10 minutes. Zote zitakuwa zimeiva vizuri. Then you add your salt, a little bit of salt to taste, your spices as you prefer, and then our fish. Our tomatoes are ready. We'll add a little bit of salt to taste. Just a little bit of salt, and then you continue mixing. Basi tutaongeza maji kidogo, tunahitaji mchuzi, tusiweke maji mingi, maji tu kidogo. Samaki bila mchuzi haiendani. Alafu uanze chumvi yako, just taste it. Usikie chumvi yako imeonjaje. Then finally, add your fish. Add your fish to your cooking, to your cooking onions, and let it boil. Mnyesi wangu ni kidogo, hapa nitaongezea tena maji mengine kidogo, lakini maji moto. Maji ya moto ndio tuongezea hapa. I had a little bit of water, just little bit, because we need a thick soup. Tutaki mchuzi yenye iko nyororo. We need a thick one, which will be best for eating ugali. After, just cover your stew and let it boil for some minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, it will be ready. Now we are going to prepare some sukuma wiki. These are our onions and cooking oil. Mimi nimezichanganya zote pamoja. But my sukuma wiki, I just want it to be steamed. I don't want it to be fully cooked, only steamed. So I've had some sukuma wikis to my onions. Ndivyo ndio napenda ikiwa. There are some who prefer it with fried onions, but mine I'll mix everything, the onions, cooking oil, and the sukuma wiki itself. Our fish, it's finally ready to eat. There's our ugali, our sukuma wiki, and our fish ready to enjoy. Healthy food, greens, our ugali made out of maize flour, and our fish.